as we navigate the challenges of climate change, environmental sustainability, and human health, the importance of green chemistry has never been more pressing. Today, we've assembled a panel of esteemed experts who will share their insights and experiences on adopting green chemistry principles in various institutions. Through this webinar, we aim to inspire and educate you on the benefits of green chemistry and provide practical strategies for implementing sustainable practices in your own work, especially in the field of academia. So now, let's start with, but first, let me read the disclaimer first. The views and opinions expressed in this presentation, comments on this PowerPoint presentation are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by any institution or organization. If you have a complaint about something or find this content is being used incorrectly, please contact the speaker prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction. So here is the program. So the flow of our program. So start is the opening remarks followed by the speakers and the closing remarks and the QA session. So without further ado, let us now start our program by welcoming our dynamic and active head of the Department of Natural Sciences and Mathematics at Visayas State University Tolosa campus to deliver his opening remarks. Please welcome Mr. Jetly S. Olimberio. A round of applause, please. Virtual clap.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you all for taking the time to join us in this meaningful event. And today's online orientation program is an important milestone, not just for us at VSU Tolosa, but for the entire chemistry education community within our country. And we are gathered here to explore the transformative potential of the green chemistry commitment, which is a global movement that empowers educational institutions to integrate green chemistry principles into their teaching and research endeavors. Now, this initiative aligns with our shared responsibility to foster sustainability and environmental stewardship, which are at the core of Visayas State University's mission. Now, I would like also to take a moment to highlight a key figure behind this initiative, Sir Gerald Villarmino, who is currently pursuing his studies at Chulalongkorn University. Sir Gerald's visionary collaboration with the Beyond Benign organization has brought the green chemistry commitment to the forefront of our academic and departmental priorities. Together with the dedicated chemistry faculty of VSU Tolosa, Ma'am Ira Llevado, Ma'am Dulce Alibangbang, and Ma'am Eileen Matugina, they have worked tirelessly to make our university the first in the Philippines to officially sign up for this commitment. Now, their efforts have positioned us as pioneers and advocates of sustainable practices in chemistry education. While we at the VSU Tolosa are committed to championing this initiative, we firmly believe that its impact can only be amplified through a collective effort. And today's orientation is a step towards building that synergy, which is a network of universities across the region and beyond that integrate and champion green chemistry practices. As we explore into the insights and opportunities presented by this commitment, let us keep in mind that our collective action can have an impact to the future of chemistry education. Together, we can inspire a new generation of chemists who will probably contribute not only to scientific progress, but also to the interest of sustainability. Once again, it is my honor to welcome you, and let us make the most of this opportunity to collaborate, innovate, and advocate for a greener and more sustainable future. Thank you, and I wish you all a fruitful and inspiring session ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Olimberio, for your inspiring opening remarks. Your commitment to green chemistry has set the tone for the discussion today on creating more a sustainable future. Please join me in welcoming our esteemed speaker, Dr. Juliana Vidal. So, Dr. Juliana Vidal is a senior programmer at Beyond Benign, a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering the community for a sustainable future through green chemistry. At Beyond Benign, Dr. Juliana works at the higher education team to support the incorporation of green chemistry in higher education institutions through the Green Chemistry Commitment GCC program. She earned her PhD at Memorial University of Newfoundland, St. John's, Canada, under the supervision of Professor Francesca Curtin and the co-supervision of Professor Stephanie McQuarrie. During her PhD, Dr. Juliana investigated new applications for Biochar, a sustainable material obtained from wood waste. As postdoctoral researcher at McGill University, Montreal, Canada, Dr. Juliana worked under supervision of Professor Audrey Morse on developing greener methods for implementing a biorefinery using crustacean shell, waste, and mechanochemistry. Also, Dr. Juliana is an associate editor for Themes Journal Sustainability and Circularity, now and the co-chair of the Global Conversation on Sustainability, or GCS, a joint project of the International Younger Chemists Network, IYCN, and the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC. She is also a national representative of IUPAC's Committee on Chemical Research Applied to World Needs, coordination member of the UNEP Major Group for Children and Youth's Chemical and Waste Youth Platform, and also was selected as a 2020 Chemical Abstract Services CAS Future Leader. Once again, welcome to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Juliana Vidal. A round of applause, please.
Thank you so much for this amazing introduction. I just want to say that I'm really, really happy to be here today with all of you. I'm going to try and share my screen. I hope you can see it. Please let me in case if you don't, but I think it's all good. So yeah, thank you so much for the invitation to be here. Thank you for hosting this amazing event, talking about green chemistry, talking about the green chemistry commitment. It's my pleasure to be here with you today. So I'm just going to start. Judy Ann talked a little bit about my background, but I just wanted to connect with my work at Beyond Benign and show a little bit of the possibilities and the doors that green chemistry can open to you. So I'm originally from Brazil. This is where I did my master's and my bachelor's. And I moved to Canada because I was in the last year of my undergrad studies, and I discovered this book about green chemistry. It was one page, and I was like, oh my God, I love this. I wanna study this. I want to see snow. I want to learn English. So I moved to Canada to do that. And during my PhD, I started working with Beyond Benign as an intern. And then after my postdoc, I had the chance to stay with them full time, and this is what I'm doing now. Also, very important information. I have two dogs. They're cute and quiet over here, so hopefully we'll stay this way. So, yeah, so just in terms of green chemistry research, this is a little bit of the work I did in my PhD with biochar. We had this carbon material obtained from wood waste, so we tried to do different things with it. We tried to use it to reinforce polymers as a catalyst. And also, this is the work I did during my postdoc. So I was working with crustacean shells and trying to use mechanochemistry to extract the polymers from the shells. It was pretty cool, and I had a lovely time in the lab. But throughout this period of my life and all of the things that are happening, I start to question things a bit, and I had these two questions in my mind. The first one was if things would be different if I had learned about green chemistry earlier and not in the very last year of my undergraduate studies. And the second one is why I learned about green chemistry in the very last year of my undergraduate studies. So, if we think about it, and by working at Beyond Benign, I started to notice that there's a lot of reasons for this. Some of them, they can be associated with the lack of training and expertise of faculty, lack of incentive of or departmental resources to teach new things, lack of curriculum resources, and the one that I think is the most important one, which is the resistance to institutional or individual change. So, this is a little bit of how I see things. So, I was in a conference in last year, the ACS Spring, and this professor called James Mack, he was talking about mechanochemistry, and he was talking about how some people view mechanochemistry in a bad way and how to talk about mechanochemistry. Usually, they talk about the things that are going to be the same instead of talking about the things that are going to be different. So I think this is the same for green chemistry. I feel like change leads to a lack of control. You feel like you're doing something different. You can have a negative experience by doing something. What does this even mean to me? So I feel like with green chemistry, the same way. We're not talking about completely changing the curriculum or doing something super crazy. We're talking here about still teaching chemistry through the lens of green chemistry. So this can take various approaches depending on the people who are teaching, the students, or the institution you're in. So this could be like introducing the students to the 12 principles of green chemistry. It could be like some case studies. So you have a lot of industries, you have Apple, Nike, they're all talking about green chemistry. So bringing these case studies to the classroom, you can talk about sustainability and safety and healthy in the laboratories. So you can connect with green chemistry to all of these things. And also, there's been a movement going on. So I don't know if you're familiar with this, but like in the United States, the American Chemical Society, they have these guidelines for the undergraduate program. So are basically guidelines of how you can obtain an accreditation by the ACS. And now for an institution to be accredited by the ACS, they need to be teaching green chemistry. And this is also happening with the accreditation program of the Royal Society of Chemistry too. And also, we know that in Canada, the Canadian Chemical Society is also working on something similar. So we can see these societies and these organizations starting to like put green chemistry up front and say, okay, we need to start teaching our students about it. So, in order to actually do this, is that why Beyond Benign was created. So, we are a nonprofit. We're co-founded in 2007 by Dr. Amy Cannon and also Dr. John Warner. Dr. Amy Cannon, she was the first human to obtain a PhD in green chemistry, and Dr. John Warner was the co-founder of the principles of green chemistry. So, it's super cool to work with them. So, we know that in order for us to change the system, we have to collaborate with a lot of people. So we collaborate with a lot of universities, a lot of other nonprofits across the globe, and also industry. So what Beyond Benign sees is that we really want a world where every project that you have over there in your shelf is safe to human health and the environment. And we really believe that education is the beginning of it all. By teaching students about green chemistry, we can have citizens that think about these products. We can have green chemistry innovation. We can have materials that are benign. And at the end of this little trajectory, you can have human health and sustainability. So that's what we do. So as I'm here to talk about the green chemistry commitment, I'm just going to explain what that means to you and to me as well. The green chemistry commitment is basically, as the name says, a commitment that institutions they make to start implementing green chemistry in the curriculum. So we're never going to say you have to be doing this, this, and that. This is a commitment to improvement. This is a commitment to keep working on it. And from our side, we try to go and support you to make this change. So it's a program that's very diverse, very volunteer. People just do whatever works for them and implement green chemistry in a way that works for them. And the way we see it is a program that can increase the accessibility to green chemistry and also inspire other institutions, other individuals to be part of it and start thinking about green chemistry and implementing it. So the way we see the commitment program is that it's a two-way commitment. As I said, the institutions, they commit to start implementing green chemistry in their own way, in their own timeline, and we try to support these institutions to do this. So this can take many forms. This can be through the access of collaborative network, through grants and leadership opportunities, professional development. We have some audits that we can try to help the institutions to measure the implementation and the impact of the implementation of green chemistry, and also just increasing the visibility of the work these people are doing in the universities with the international chemistry community, which I think is very important. So this slide's a little bit updated as of yesterday. So now we have 214 universities across the world that are part of this program. And we estimate that we're reaching over 5,000 faculty members in the community and impact over 1.2 million students per year. So that's how we see the commitment going. And that's the map. So that's the green chemistry commitment. So if you see a lot of the universities that are part of the program, they are in the United States. And this is because Beyond Benign used to have an office in the United States. And this is where everything was happening. But we're all remote now. So I think it just makes sense to be talking to the rest of the world. So we can see that a lot of countries and out of the world are actually participating in the green chemistry commitment and bringing this change. So in Philippines, we have Visayas University Tolosa as part of this program, our very primary university, and all the work you're doing is so amazing. And I'm really happy to say that this work is working. So we also have a second university who's part of the Green Chemistry Commitment Program. The University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines just joined us this week. So thank you so much for the work you're doing. It's working and we're changing things. So in terms of the impact of the GCC, what we see is that when the universities, institutions, they sign this commitment, they not only see a reduction in the generation of waste, but also generally increasing green chemistry teaching practices, and the whole institution is thinking about sustainability in a broader sense. So this is some data of the survey that we ask annually from our GCC signers, just so we can construct this data and actually see how the program is working for them. So in terms of papers, if you want to learn more about the impact of the GCC, we recently published this paper at the Green Chemistry Journal. So if you have interested to read more about the Green Chemistry Commitment, please feel free to do so, or you can email me and we can talk about that as well. So in summary, the Green Chemistry Commitment, any institution that teaches chemistry at the higher education level can participate. There are no fees, no costs associated with the program. We try to work with our industry partners to actually support you and your efforts. And is a diverse, non-prescriptive commitment to continual improvement. Where every little single action matters, and we're here to make a lot of small actions making this big impact. So these are some of the phrases that we've heard from our green chemistry commitment signers over the years, and what the green chemistry commitment means to them. And to me, the green chemistry commitment is an opportunity for me to learn from all of these people. I'm so thrilled to be here talking to you today, and also talking to our green chemistry commitment signers, helping to support them and help to push the mission of green chemistry across the world. And here, whoever says that this is not real, you can see Julia here. I just did a little montage. I'm there with you, not physically, but mentally. So I'm just thrilled to be part of this and join this movement with all of you. So this QR code is going to take you to our newsletter. So we send monthly newsletters with some things that Beyond Benign is doing, and also some opportunities, job opportunities, and events. We host monthly events to talk about green chemistry, so you can get to know what we're doing. I'm sure Jared's going to talk more about the green chemistry teaching and learning community that we have. So I'm going to leave this with them because he's leading an amazing work at the GCTLC. And also, please feel free to send me an email if you have any questions or concerns, or we can meet to talk about the green chemistry commitment. But just want to say thank you so much for doing this, for leading this change. And I'm super excited about the future and what's going to come. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vidal, for your fantastic presentation. So you've given us a lot to think about in terms of green chemistry and sustainability. Indeed, let's turn our commitment to green chemistry into an action, and together we can make a difference. All right. So thank you so much for that wonderful insights, Dr. Vidal. Now, okay. Let me introduce to you our next speaker, who will delve into the nuances of green chemistry commitment and its application process. None other than Mr. Gerald Villarmino. So, Mr. Villarmino is pursuing a graduate studies at Chulalongkorn University. He is also a former chemistry instructor at Visayas State University Tolosa and founded Green Chemistry Philippines organization. So, a round of applause, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Mom Judy Ann, for that introduction. Okay, let me share my screen first. I think I can share. Like, can you close your um slide, Mom Judy Ann, because we already have the maximum for hosts that are sharing. Okay, okay, thank you so much. I'm pretty sure that I am audible, and I look forward that my screen is also clear. Can you see my screen right now? Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So once again, good morning, everyone. I hope that we are all okay. My talk will just be short, so you should pay attention because I will spill the application process to be part of the green chemistry commitment. So let me ask the audience first. Are you all ready to commit to this lifetime dedication? Press your heart react or like react. Okay, I'm seeing lots of committed people today. So much for breaking the silence. Let me have my disclaimer first. So the views and opinions expressed in this presentation are solely those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinion held by any institution or organization. If you have any complaint about something or find this content is being used incorrectly, please contact the speaker prior to making a copyright claim. Okay. The very first step to become a green chemistry commitment signer is to build your background knowledge about green chemistry commitment. Don't tell me you're joining different organizations without stalking or checking the background information. Let me tell you guys, AI technology is going extreme right now, and who knows, you might be joining a pyramiding scam rather than participating in a legit organization. So you should always do fact check and get the information from trustworthy sites. So in this case, you start by reading the Green Chemistry Commitment Info Kit, which I sent in the group chat beforehand. You can easily download the PDF form. So inside, you will find lots of information about the GCC, the opportunities and benefits of joining the Green Chemistry Commitment, who are the participating institutions in this commitment, and couples of frequently asked questions. After you've finished reading the whole thing and have a deeper understanding of pursuing this commitment, which I believe you have already done the first step simply by listening to Dr. Juliana in her amazing talk. And I'm positive that it gives all of us an incredible insight about what does Beyond Benign do and the amazing institutions doing green chemistry commitment across the globe. The step 2 of the application is to fill out the Form A, commonly known as the signing form. It's only a one page and it should contain information about who is the department applying, what is the host institution, and please read the Green Chemistry Student Learning Objectives. It contains the core competencies of graduating students under the implementation of green chemistry education. It should also contain the information and signed by the department chair and at least one administrator. So it could be the college dean, chancellor, or university president. Then after you've finished filling all the information needed in the Form A, the step 3 is to fill out another form commonly known as the Form B or contact form. So, okay, hold your temper first. You might be asking, why is there so many forms to sign? The Form B or contact form is the last form you're going to sign, so need not to worry about the paperwork. In the contact form, you need to fill out the information for primary contact. Usually, they are the one who initiated the commitment, but I believe it would be better if the primary contact should be a tenured or permanent employee because they will be the one to be contacted by the Beyond Benign staff or the Green Chemistry Commitment Advisory Board. And also, kindly supply the information for the secondary contact. They should be in the same department working closely towards this green chemistry commitment. And the last step, once, this is definitely not the least. Once you completed all the necessary information and signed the Form A or the signing form and Form B, the contact form, you need to submit it to Dr. Juliana Vidal through her email because Dr. Juliana is the Higher Education Program Manager of Beyond Benign. Make sure you have inputted the correct email, okay? Or else you're going to wait for an eternity. Always check your recipient email address. Now, you have already, so say for example, you have already submitted all the required documents to be eligible for the Green Chemistry Commitment Consortium. The question is, what's next? Of course, we need to wait patiently. If we pass the assessment of the advisory team, congratulations and welcome to the Green Chemistry Commitment Consortium. You will then receive an email welcoming your institutions in the GCC, and it contains all the information and materials you will need to become an effective member. As a committed team, you need to work together to maintain a good standing in the GCC consortium. This is not for the sake of signing and do nothing else, okay? This is a commitment. So you will also receive a Green Chemistry Commitment Handbook. So please read it carefully and don't forget to look for the checklist because it contains all the steps and information for you to maintain a good member status in the consortium. And before I end my talk, allow me to introduce you shortly to Green Chemistry Teaching and Learning Community, or the GCTLC. This is the largest network of professionals, educators, and green chemistry enthusiasts across the globe. This platform contains hundreds of learning resources, laboratory experiments, and a great network to connect with green chemistry experts in the world. So I will give you 30 seconds to access the QR code and access the link that I sent in the chat box. So you can start filling out the registration. Okay? Timer starts now. You can scan the QR code or you can just click the link, the one that I sent beforehand in the chat box. Signing is so very quick, or you can save it just for later if you will not be able to make it in time. Okay, time's up. Okay, I guess that's it on my end. Thank you so much everyone for your attention. You can continue it later so that the momentum of the event will continue.
Okay, so sorry for the internet, no? We have low internet connection here. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Villarmino, for your insightful talk on green chemistry commitment and its application process. So your insights have been truly valuable. So yeah, green chemistry, it is not just a choice, it's a necessity for a sustainable tomorrow. And now, let me ask you, are you still there? Are you still ready to listen to our next speaker? Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, I am delighted to introduce to you our last speaker, one of our active and energetic chemistry instructor at Visayas State University Tolosa, to discuss green chemistry education at BSU Tolosa. None other than Miss Ira Anibel Livado.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? And is my presentation visible on your end? Okay, thank you, everyone. Good morning once again, and thank you for the opportunity to be part of this webinar on green chemistry commitment, insights, and opportunities. So again, I am Ira Anibel Yavado, a chemistry instructor at Visayas State University Tolosa, and today I'll be discussing how we're implementing green chemistry at our institution. So at VSU Tolosa, okay, let me have this disclaimer first. The views and opinions expressed in this presentation, comments on this PowerPoint presentation are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinion held by an institution or organization. If you have a complaint about something or find this content is being used incorrectly, please contact the speaker prior to making a copyright. Okay, so at Visayas State University Tolosa, we firmly believe that integrating green chemistry into our curriculum and our practices is vital in shaping the next generation of scientists, educators, and leaders committed to sustainability. So for the green chemistry group here in Visayas State University Tolosa, these are the chemistry instructors who joined the green chemistry commitment. I have here with me is Mr. Gerald Villarmino, who is a former chemistry instructor here in VSU Tolosa, and I have here Ma'am Eileen Grace Matugina, who are handling chemistry subjects for BS Criminology students and also for BS Ed Science students. Ma'am Maria Dulce Alibangbang, who is a chemistry instructor also handling chemistry subjects for BS Fisheries. Is my presentation visible on your end?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me continue. So ayun, the VSU Tolosa have been successfully chosen for a grant award among competing universities across the globe to support this green chemistry educational program. Now, we received a total of $5,000 from this grant award. Now, from this financial award, we aim to catalyze our commitment to incorporating sustainable chemistry principles and practices into our chemistry subjects. So the implementation for this project was last year, 2024, entitled Grade 2 Green Education Academic Transition Tolosa. So for our project, the VSU Tolosa, through its chemistry instructors, will implement and include green chemistry content, principles, and materials across all chemistry lectures and laboratory courses. So this means that for green chemistry principles, we incorporated it to our syllabus. So if for all of our chemistry subjects, so we incorporated this green chemistry principles. And then the integration of green chemistry content will help to create a culture of awareness at the university and for the undergraduate students to apply green chemistry skills and knowledge inside and outside of their educational courses. So we have this timeline. This is attached to our proposal to join this GCC project. And so for this timeline from January to March 2024, for these months or the revision of the existing chemistry in-class and laboratory courses to include new course content, case studies, procedures, curricular materials, and student assessments, connecting course material to the 12 principles of green chemistry. So on these months, these are self-paced learning period of the chemistry faculty for green chemistry education and principles enrichment through online learning resources provided by the Beyond Benign and the American Chemical Society Green Chemistry Institute. So we first created accounts in GCTLC, just like what you've done earlier from the talk of Mr. Gerald. And then we've also created account for the American Chemical Society, the ACES, and also to POCA Portal de Cursos Abertos. So after the creation of accounts, we studied at our own pace by following this chronological order of learning structure. So we focused on capacity building for faculty by enrolling in programs like this one, the Introduction to Green and Sustainable Chemistry by POCA Portal de Cursos Abertos. So we gained certificates for the course Introduction to Green and Sustainable Chemistry offered by the General Secretariat for Distance Education of the Federal University of Sao Carlos. So this is a self-paced, and again, not like that na you will enroll to a 2 months or a 3 months. It's up to you as to how will you finish this course. And then for the second learning website that we've enrolled to or nag-join kami. So Green Chemistry Learning Modules by American Chemical Society. So this is provided by the American Chemical Society. And then the third one, overview of the systems thinking module by interdisciplinary teaching about Earth for a sustainable future. So this one, the systems thinking module promoting interdisciplinary approaches to sustainability. And then lastly, on resources from Beyond Benign for higher education curriculum topics. So here, mostly we adopt the laboratory activities or lessons from higher education curriculum topics provided by Beyond Benign. And so for these initiatives, the team are equipped with foundational knowledge to effectively integrate the green chemistry into the curriculum. So on these months na, April to July 2024, in the next phase, we are focused on developing teaching materials and research consultations. So for these months, we embedded green chemistry principles into all aspects of our chemistry courses. So this includes designing mga experiments with minimal environmental impact, replacing yung mga hazardous chemicals with safer alternatives, and then also prioritizing waste reduction and energy efficiency in laboratory practices. So here are some photos of our monthly meetings, consultations, to meetings together with the GC Education Challenge Award winners. And from August 2024 onwards is the implementation now of the redesigned chemistry course syllabus. So we run monthly feedback meetings to address the challenge encountered, gather feedback from the faculty and also to the students. So yun, so full implementation now of green chemistry incorporated to our syllabus. And so from the fund that we received, we use this to buy Android TV, projectors, extension wires, atomic model kit, so that we will have an interactive teaching methods to foster greater student involvement and better retention of the green chemistry principles, ensuring these ideas are carried forward into their future careers. And also, we supported an organization here in the VSU Tolosa, the College of Teacher Education, Arts and Sciences, Supreme Student Council. So their organization, we sponsored their event on Science Month celebration. So during this Science Month celebration that was organized by this student organization, so full support kami by sponsoring their prizes and by using the fund. And then also for this Science Month celebration, actually, at VSU Tolosa has been an excellent platform for promoting green chemistry. So yung mga activities for Science Month included yung mga quizzes, hands-on experiments to help the students understand the importance of sustainable practices. So here are the photos. And then we have this ongoing research, or more like an output from this project. So these are data collected from the pre-test and post-test survey. We also had a consultation from statisticians. So this is a statistical guidance from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. So for this project, this is designed to incorporate yung green chemistry principles and materials across all our chemistry courses, both for lecture and laboratories. And so by doing this, we aim to build a culture of environmental awareness and then equip our students with skills and knowledge to apply green chemistry principles in both academic and real-world contexts. So for me, green chemistry plays a vital role in promoting sustainability and education. So by integrating this green chemistry into educational curricula, we can equip our students with the knowledge, skills, and values necessary to address the environmental challenges of the 21st century. So that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Livato, for your enlightening presentation on green chemistry and education. No? Indeed, the time to adopt green chemistry is now. No? Let's join hands to create a sustainable future. And yet, the future of chemistry is green, and the future of our is now. No? So thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful insights on green chemistry education, also here in VSU Tolosa. All right. So at this juncture, we will now be addressing the questions, your concerns or queries, and our speakers will answer your questions. It's now the time for our Q&A session. Ay, mas ko ang kasang QR.
No, not yet. Not yet the QR. Later part.
Okay, so do you have any questions to the speakers? You can chat in the comment section.
You can either raise your hand, like ask the question live, or you can If you feel shy, you can shoot it in the chat box.
You can also unmute if you want, if you are not shy, So don't be shy. Question. Let's go for green.
So I would like also to acknowledge the presence of different universities and basic education in our webinar. So welcome all. Was our presentation too good that you don't have a question? That would be hard to accept.
I have a question, if that works, in general. Yeah, so I was wondering, okay, sorry, we have one in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Let's go for the one in the chat and then I can ask my question.
Okay. So from Sir Genesis, can we also establish it here in the VSU Bye campus? Yeah, so yes, I think I can answer it. Of course. Although we are like a system of different campuses, each institution can apply for the GCC consortium.
Yes, Gerald. And like also in different countries, like in USA, for example, you have like University of Minnesota and you have different campuses. So we have different campuses signing on to the Green Chemistry Commitment.
Okay. And we have here a question from the department head of the uh Pure and Applied Chemistry, Sir Mark Ryan. Just wanted to ask if the VSU main campus commits, will it be treated separately from VSU Tolosa? I believe it is because usually the chemistry course are, they are dependent on the type of students that you are handling. So in VSU Bye, they're handling BS chemistry. In VSU Tolosa, what we have is education students. So it's respective to each of the core syllabus that you design. And even though that we treat it kind of separately, it would be more interesting and more engaging if we can do collaboration to align some things. Because in that way, we can have a better understanding, common understanding of the implementation as we move forward. Okay, we have here a question from Sir Herbert. Yeah, Sir Herbert is from basic education. So I'm pretty sure Sir Herbert is very curious if the green chemistry commitment can be only applied to the higher education or like the elementary K8, K12 can also apply. So I'll give it to Dr. Juliana. How about for basic
Thank
education? How will it be though? Will the primary contact?
Thank you so much, Gerald. Yeah, so you're correct. The Green Chemistry Commitment is for higher education institutions, but on our website, and I'm putting the link here to you, we have like resources and opportunities for basic education too, like to develop professionals and also resources. So if you have any interest to collaborate with us or like develop resources or anything, please reach out to us and or even like download some resources around green chemistry that you can implement in your school and also in your college. I hope this helps.
Okay, I hope Sir Herbert that answers your question.
Sir
Okay.
Joshua raised his hand, I guess.
So anyone who has question?
Sir, sir. So, may I?
Yes, yes.
Okay, So, as far as I understand what Dr. Vidal said, um, for the commitment and tie-up, that is only limited to the higher education institute. And for the basic education, we just need to access the resources and everything related to the practice of green chemistry. Am I correct, Dr. Vidal? Okay,
Plus a
so we
hundred.
cannot
You
apply
got it.
for, okay, so we cannot apply for, let us say, a tie-up or a commitment with the benign, with the Beyond Benign, because we are a basic education institute.
Yeah. But like
Okay.
also like as Gerald said, there's plenty of opportunities in the green chemistry teaching and learning community too. We're looking for community members to take some leadership roles there. So like there's opportunities outside of the green chemistry commitment to work with your school. So
Okay. So thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So like although the
And
G
thank you.
yes, thank you so much, Sir Herbert. Yeah, so although the GCC commitment is kind of, aligned with higher ed, let's not close the doors for K-8 and K-12 and the basic education because if you signed up actually the green chemistry teaching and learning community, you will found forums there that are dedicated to basic education implementation of green chemistry. So the Beyond Benign is also very open to helping and looking for an advocates and those who are willing to advance green chemistry at basic education. So we can like further the negotiation and collaboration even after the event and you can just like email Dr. Juliana Vidal for that. Any more question? We're on
Sir
yes.
Mark Ryan just raised his hand, sir.
Sure, sure. You can
Second.
you can ask live, sir.
Hello. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So, regarding this one, I've been interested in this ever since Sir Gerald has been advocating for this on social media and even personally through his endeavors. So I think that this is something that this is something that could be good for the main campus. So specifically, there's going to be a difference a little bit because of the coverage that we have over here in the main campus. So for example, for us over here, we have the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry program. So it's going to be addressing that. But then also, we are also catering to other courses such as education. We also offer chemistry subjects for other degree programs such as Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and things like that. So I think that would be good because green chemistry in of itself, it's already something that is overarching towards other fields as well, and it's something that's very important for us to take up, especially given also that the university has also restructured its vision and mission towards actually becoming a green and sustainable university. So that's already set in the new vision and mission that the university has. So I think that would be good. And then I mentioned before, this is something that we'd be very open and interested in being a part of. And I believe that VSU Tolosa championing this in the Philippines, actually being the first one, I believe. I think that's very commendable, and I think that with the help of
Sir Mark, there, the internet in the province of Leyte is very challenging. So please bear with us, guys. Is Sir Mark already around? Yeah, so I think
Sir Joshua, sir, nag-raise po ng hand. Sir Joshua, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
okay, sure.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I just noticed that this commitment is actually applied to higher and primary and secondary education. So I was wondering if do you have any plans to extend the scope of this commitment to industries or government institutions?
It will be best answered by Dr. Juliana.
thank you, Joshua. So we talk about it. One thing that we really want to do for the next year is try to get, because the chemistry department is the one we're aiming for, right? So whenever they sign the commitment, we say, okay, you're on board, because they're primarily teaching students about chemistry, but we're trying to open it to like chemical engineering, for example. So we do work a lot with industry, although there's no like a thing such as the green chemistry commitment, but I can say it's something we're exploring in the future. But for now, we're in the higher education chemistry departments trying to open this in the future for chemical engineering, and who knows, for other sectors too. But yeah, it's a plan for the future. So far, we were focused on education and graduate students and undergrad. Sorry.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
we
you.
have answered your question, Sir Joshua.
Yeah, clearly. Great insight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Last more question, because we're nearing, actually we extended already 2 minutes from our last one question. Anyone? But if you still have question, like you remember your question after the event, we have the QR feedback form where you can paste your question and we answer it offline. Okay? In 3, 2, 1. So I guess there's no more question. Okay, I'm giving the floor to Julianne.
Okay, so thank you so much. No, so it's a very wonderful exchange of information. Thank you so much, Dr. Juliana Vidal, for answering the queries of our participants here. No, it's very informative. And now, can you see the QR code for? I no wait. Yeah, here. So this is the QR code. So you can have a feedback form here. So a lot of you is commenting on the chat box now for the QR code. Now it's in the screen. So okay, are you done scanning with the QR? So let's move on now. So okay, at this juncture, we'll be giving the certificate to our esteemed speakers for sharing their insights for today's webinar on green chemistry. All right, so first is I will read the citation. So, Visayas State University Tolosa with Green Chemistry Commitment by Beyond Benign organization. So the Department of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, Visayas State University Tolosa, Tolosa, Leyte, Philippines, certificate. And this certificate is awarded to Dr. Juliana Vidal for... Wait lang. There's having some technicalities in my laptop. The cursor is not working here, so let's just give me a moment. So wait. So Dr. Juliana Vidal, in grateful recognition and appreciation for sharing their invaluable insights as a resource speaker during the virtual event Green Chemistry Commitment, Insights and Opportunities held on January 24, 2025. So signed by Mr. Jetli S. Olimbario, MSc, Head of Department of Natural Science and Mathematics, and also our Chancellor, Dr. Quintin D. Lauzon. A round of applause, please. A virtual clap. Yay. Virtual clap. Right, next. So our next to be given a certificate is Mr. Together with the same certificate now is Mr. Gerald Villarmino. So a round of applause, please. Virtual clap! Yay! Green chemistry. Come on. Next, our next speaker to be awarded with this certificate, Miss Ira Anibale Livado. A round of applause, please. Yay! A greener and safer, sustainable community with education. Yes.
Can we have a quick photo op?
Sir, after this, we'll be having a photo op, so you can actually open your video. Come on.
Who's gonna take the picture? Please help us, guys. There are 2 slides here. Okay? Kindly open your camera and show that very brilliant smile. Okay? Let me capture, okay? In 3, 2, 1. That's so perfect. Okay, let's go to the another page because there are 2 pages. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, show that very big smile. That's so perfect. I like it. You all look so gorgeous and fresh. Okay? I
The
would
smile is also green, sir, for green chemistry.
so I'll give the floor to Ma'am Judy Ann for the closing.
All right, so it's time to bid farewell. So we would like to thank our speakers, organizers, and participants for making this webinar a success. So we hope you found the discussion informative and engaging. I hope, and we hope so. Once again, I am Judian Misias, giving you my warmest thanks as your master of ceremony. Good day and God bless, and let's have a greener and safer, sustainable education as green chemistry arrives also here in our institutions in the Philippines. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
Juliana, you can sleep. It's already around 10 p.m. in your area. Thank you so
I'm gonna
much.
drag myself to bed. Thank you. That was lovely
Okay.
meeting all of you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sergio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Gerald.